Hello and welcome. I'm Joanna Junak and this is GFN News on gfn.tv. As of January 1st of this year, Belgium has become the first European country to ban the sale of disposable vapes, stating that this move will help prevent young people from becoming addicted to nicotine and protect the environment. Belgium's health minister, while announcing the ban, described electronic cigarettes as an extremely harmful product. Is this move a good decision? And what are different groups saying? Joining us today to summarize the situation in the country after 2 months of implementing the ban is Alberto Gómez Hernández, Policy Manager at the World Vapers Alliance. Hello, Alberto. Let's start with what the key reasons were behind Belgium's decision to ban the sale of disposable e-cigarettes.
Well, it's very simple. It's something that happens in many countries, and the Belgian government just justified the ban on disposable e-cigarettes, on disposable vapes, primarily on two things, two arguments. One of them is the environmental concerns, and the other one is just protection. So what they claimed is that single-use vapes essentially contribute to plastic and to electronic waste, which, to be honest, it can be true if they are not properly recycled, but it can not be an argument or a justification for a straight ban of them. And again, they also claim that these products are appealing to young people and that they increase youth experimentation with nicotine and ultimately act as a gateway of young people into smoking. So with these two reasons, they decided to ban the sale of single-use vapes. It entered into force almost 2 months ago, the 1st of January. And well, we think that these issues, these concerns that the government have are something that we should be taking seriously, so environmental issues and youth prevention. But I think that outright bans are clearly not the solution for it. And other measures could be more effective and balanced, such as recycling programs, street takes verification systems, etc.
So, behind environmental concerns and youth protection issues, did officials cite the harmful effects of substances in vaping products as a reason for this decision? And are these claims at all justified?
There really is not any evidence of that. There's no evidence that disposable vapes contain any substances that are uniquely harmful compared to any other vaping products. So one thing is that the Belgian health minister, Van den Broek, he argued that these products contain nicotine and that nicotine is harmful. Well, first of all, these products do contain nicotine, but nicotine is present in other vaping products as well, and they have not been banned. It's also present in nicotine replacement therapy products, such as nicotine gums or patches that are legal in Belgium. And obviously, the ban was not based in any scientific arguments that these products are harmful to health. He said that nicotine is harmful, which is obviously not true. It's a complete lie. And ironically, he's just pushing users towards black market and unregulated products, which can carry greater health risks. So he is increasing the health risk and the harmfulness of products himself.
So, how do the people of Belgium view this change?
Well, obviously, opinions vary a lot. It depends on who you ask. For non-vapers or products or people that is not aware of these products or harm reduction, this ban might at first seem reasonable. For adult vapers who use disposables to not use cigarettes, or for smokers that could potentially use disposable vapes to start vaping or to try vaping at first, this is a major setback. And many smokers who switch to disposables before they fully transition to other types of vapes obviously disagree with this ban. Retailers also disagree with this ban. They think that other options could have been taken to protect the environment and the youth.
And vaping organizations? What do they say?
Well, all consumers organizations, including us, the World Vapers Alliance, we strongly oppose the ban of disposable vapes. We think it's not based on harm reduction principles or health protection, youth protection, or environmental protection. It is just a political ban. It's going to do nothing to reduce smoking rates or to prevent young people from smoking or vaping. And the local organizations and retailers are very concerned about it. We think that this ban is ultimately going to hurt lawful business, legitimate businesses, and it's going to fuel the illicit market. So really nobody within the community is happy. Only those who propose the ban and their reasons that are not true are happy with it.
Belgium's goal is to achieve smoke-free status by 2040. So, what other steps are they taking to achieve this goal?
Yeah, by 2040. Well, Belgium has implemented a lot of tobacco control measures, like higher cigarette taxes, plain packaging, smoking bans in public places, etc. However, smoking still remains relatively high. Current policies fail to embrace harm reduction products. For example, nicotine pouches are also, the sale of nicotine pouches is also banned in the country. There are no heated tobacco products because the same restrictions as to conventional cigarettes are applied. So the country is really not putting options for smokers to switch. And this is being reflected in the smoking rates. Well, we know that the goal of the EU is to have a smoking rate below 5% by 2040, the so-considered smoke-free goal. At the current trend of reduction after TPD2, Belgium will only achieve this result by 2060, so 20 years later. So obviously, if Belgium wants to reach the EU 2040 smoke-free goal, it must stop fighting vaping, it must stop fighting nicotine pouches, heated tobacco products, and embrace these alternatives and have smokers switch to them.
Okay, so looking at the regulation of disposable e-cigarettes, with Belgium's move and France's recent decision to ban them, can we say that these two examples will be the first of many?
Well, we currently see that this is a trend in many European countries. Very recently, also Bulgaria decided to get on board and propose a full ban on vaping, which we don't think is going to happen because it's not compliant with EU law, but definitely we think that they are going to ban disposable vapes. Spain also wants to ban disposable vapes. The Spanish Ministry of Health, we think that there are many countries that are going to try to do it. Even the EU might try to do it with the next TPD, but we see it as something very harmful to public health.
Thank you, Alberto. That's all for today. Tune in next time here on GFN TV or on our podcast. And make sure to check out our social media pages for the latest updates on this year's Global Forum on Nicotine conference. Thanks for watching or listening. See you next time.